Vera Beauty and Fashion College is focused on being the leading technical and vocational training institute in the region. Our team possesses in-depth knowledge and extensive experience in the industry, offering thorough training in cosmetology, hairdressing, interior design, creative arts, training of trainers, nail technology, and fashion design. With branches in Nairobi, Thika, Meru, Eldoret, and now in Mombasa, our courses ensure that learners are completely equipped with knowledge, competency, and employability skills. Enroll today to be a part of a center of excellence.
It is January. As you can see here, I'm with Rosanna, who has won herself a back-to-school shopping voucher worth 100,000 Kenya shillings. Rosanna, how are you feeling this January?
Very excited.
Yeah.
Like my January has been sorted just like that.
What are your plans with a lot of these goods that you've bought?
I think watu wakisema in January, I can't relate. So yeah, I think I'm sorted for a very long, for the Q1 of 2023. Mimi nimepangwa na loto.
Okay, sasa Rosanna, nikuulize, hizi vitu umenunua ni zako ama have you bought for maybe a child, maybe a relative, maybe your parents? Ni zako?
Okay, zote. Zingine ni zangu, zingine ni za watoto, zingine of course wazazi watapata moja mbili. Everyone gets something.
Over 18s only. Gaming can be addictive. Play responsibly. This message has been approved by the BCLB.
Changamka, cheza loto.
Good evening, you're watching Lookuptv. My name is Louis, and that means it's time for the news.
We don't recognize Mr. William Ruto as the president of Kenya.
Tonight, gloves off. Raila faces Ruto head on, alleging he doesn't recognize his presidency.
My friends, sahau mambo ya handshake.
Sitaki mambo ya handshake.
Season of do me, I do you. Ruto slams Raila over a possible handshake. Also tonight, Commissioners Boya Molu and Abdi Guliye testify against the embattled Cherera 4. And DPP Nudin Haji pleads with the court to drop 1.1 billion charges against former NHIF CEO Geoffrey Mwangi.
He went off to South Africa, got some form of inspiration, came back home, guns blazing. Today, Azimio party leader Raila Odinga has made demands. He has issued 10 demands during a rally at Kamkunji after releasing his findings of the August 2022 general elections. Speaking at Kamkunji, Raila supported the findings by whistleblowers at IEBC, claiming that his victory in the 2022 election was stolen.
Jetting back into the country after a week-long tour of South Africa, ODM leader Raila Odinga has put former IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati on the spot, reiterating that his victory was stolen, openly rejecting the outcome of the 2022 general elections.
The IEBC, under the then chairman Wafula Chebukati, two commissioners, Abdi Gulie and Boya Molu, and the chief executive officer, Marjan Hussein Marjan, formed a cartel within the IEBC with the exclusion of the 4 new commissioners. Disregarded the votes you cast and cooked their own results.
The former premier cited the data by the IEBC whistleblower, demanding that the servers must be made public, insisting that a forensic investigation must be conducted on the IEBC servers.
Current IEBC whistleblowers have now published the true and authentic results of the 2022 elections. Those who have gone over the data and the forms posted on the whistleblowers' website have confirmed the authenticity of the data. The election wasn't even close. According to the IEBC whistleblower data, we won handily with over 2 million votes.
With the President Ruto's government taking shape, Raila has termed his government as illegitimate, adding that the reconstitution of the IEBC must be stopped immediately.
We demand that any attempt to reconstitute the IEBC single-handedly by Mr. Ruto cease forthwith so that Kenyans themselves can reconstitute the body after full and fair deliberation.
As Kenyans grapple with a struggling economy, Raila now wants President Ruto to get rid of taxes on all commodities.
We call on Kenyans to resist and demand the removal of the punitive taxes that have led to punitive costs of basic products and services.
Odinga insisted that Ruto must resign, with his counterpart Kalonzo Musyoka castigating Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua for his continued attacks on Raila Odinga.
We demand that the Kenya Kwanza government resigns, as it has neither the mandate nor the ability to govern the country. Sasa wameitisha mimi ati wao jamani, watu ambao wanapenda mambo ya kufanya maandamano, ati wanataka handshake, sijui nini. Nasema hapa leo sitaki mambo ya handshake. Nataka kuwa na handshake hapa.
It is here at the Kamkunji grounds in Nairobi that former Prime Minister Raila Odinga has castigated Chebukati and President William Ruto for subverting the will of the people. Raila now claims that he won the elections by over 2 million votes, wanting Ruto to resign from office. Ian Keitani, Lookuptv, Nairobi.
And here's more sights and sounds from Kamkunji. This afternoon, it was Raila and Azimio, and they were all about having won the election.
Similar to the 2013 homecoming rally famously referred to as Baba While You Are Away, Odinga's return to the country today has received great support from his followers, who escorted him as he headed to Kamkunji grounds with only one agenda: to get a direction from their party leader. At 11 o'clock in the morning, Odinga jetted back and held a meeting with his Azimio core principals, including NARC Kenya party leader Martha Karua. At Kamkunji grounds, his supporters had gathered in numbers for his first meeting with the public this year. Addressing Azimio la Umoja supporters, Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka called out Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, terming him unfit while assuring Odinga his full support in their quest for justice.
We want a nation nation that we can all be proud of, a nation we can bequeath to our children, bila woga, bila wizi wa kura. Tunataka Kenya yenye amani na tutafanya chochote kile kwa amani. Wangapi wanasema tutasimamia mambo yote na amani?
Roots Party leader George Wajakoya has come out to support Odinga and urged Kenyans to dismiss the GMO debate promoted by William Ruto's administration.
Serikali ya kikatili hatutaki. Siku hizi watu wanafutwa, wanaalikwa, wanafutwa, kesi zimeenda ngoo, watu wameenda ngoo, serikali imekuwa ya wizi, wale ambao wanateuliwa pia wamekuwa ni waizi. Kenya has become a land of thievery.
Azimio la Umoja is now looking forward for their second meeting next Sunday at Jacaranda grounds to give a way forward with regards to the action they will take to challenge the Kenya Kwanza government.
Jeshi la Azimio iko imara. Azimio.
Samia Dika, Lookuptv.
Vijana ria. Vijana.
Those were sights and sounds of Kamkunji this afternoon. On the flip side, appearing very undaunted, President William Ruto immediately answered Azimio leader Raila Odinga on his claims of election rigging and that there will be demonstrations going on from today, saying these threats will not influence him into getting into a handshake or any kind of arrangement with Raila Odinga. Ruto was speaking during the funeral of Pauline Nyokabi Kuria, a sister to Trade Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria in Gatundu South, Kiambu County.
President William Ruto has said that he will not entertain the idea of a handshake similar to the famous 2018 handshake that occurred between former President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. Speaking on Monday during the funeral of Pauline Nyokabi, the sister to Trade and Industrialization Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria, the head of state said that his administration will not be blackmailed into serving the interest of a few.
Kwa sababu unajua hawa watu hakuna kitu wanataka. Hii ni watu wanapanga tu mambo ya nusu mkate, sijui wanatafuta handshake. Mimi nataka niwaambie mapema mchana. My friends, sahau mambo ya handshake. Na msituambie ya kwamba ati hamutaki handshake. We can see you, si tunawajua. Hii ukora yenu ya kila siku tunajua. Mlifanya ukora pale, Moi akawaweka kwa ile ilikuwa inaitwa sijui ilikuwa inaitwa cooperation. Mkalete fujo hapo na maandamano kidogo, mkapata nusu mkate kwa Mheshimiwa Kibaki. Mkakuja mkalete ukora hapa na maandamano kidogo, mkaweka vitisho kwa Uhuru Kenyatta, akapanga handshake. Sasa mnafikiri mnaweza kunipangia mimi ati maandamano? Ati mpate chochote kutoka kwangu? You are dreaming.
Mzee ya maandamano saa hii anaendelea na mkutano. Unajua hii mzee ametuumiza. Tangu zamani akiingia pahali anaharibu. Aliingia kwa serikali ya Moi, aliharibu hakuharibu. Akaingia kwa Kibaki, aliharibu hakuharibu. Akaingia Uhuru, aliharibu hakuharibu. Sasa ati analete fujo, ndio wanaongea pale, nimetumiwa message. Ati anataka ati aingie kwa hii serikali ya huyu rais wetu. Si rais wako hapa. Mungetaka tumkaribishe ama aende akiendaga.
While responding to the Azimio leader who addressed citizens at the Kamukunji grounds after jetting into the country from South Africa, President Ruto urged Raila to focus on his role as the opposition leader.
Kwanza nyinyi mnatuharibia wakati. Mlikuwa na serikali. Mkaharibu serikali. Bei ya unga ikapanda. Sasa hii mnaongea bei ya unga imepanda. Na nyinyi you are the cause. Saa hizi tumetoa at least 230, imefika hapo karibu 180. In another 6 months itakuwa imefika 120. So nyamazeni tuwafundishe vile ya kuendesha maneno ya Kenya.
Hiyo maneno yake tunaijua. Na wanapiga kelele pale, wanasema ati unga iko juu. Sisi tukiingia tulikuta iko juu ama ilikuwa chini. Si yeye alikuwa na Uhuru kwa serikali. Si Uhuru alisema ndio mshauri yake. Sasa anatukemea ati iko juu. Yeye hawa ndio walipandisha unga.
At Kamukunji, Raila dismissed claims that he is bent on using public rallies to angle for a handshake in the ruling Kenya Kwanza regime. During the funeral, the president mourned the late Nyokabi as a kind, God-fearing and responsible woman who raised obedient children with love and dedication.
Those were the scenes this afternoon. Separately, retired Commissioner of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, Abdi Gulier, has come out with new information from behind-the-scenes discussions and alleged requests by some senior leaders for them to alter election results in favor of Raila Odinga. Gulier spoke during a cross-examination before Graham Muchalule led a tribunal.
The immediate IEBC commissioners Abdi Gulier and Boya Molu, while appearing before the tribunal, probing the conduct of the 4 IEBC commissioners who rejected the presidential poll results.
My name is Donald Kikoriri.
Exposed behind the scene which took place at the main tallying center during the final stage of vote tallying.
And you know the system. Assuming for a minute that the commissioners agreed with the elders to change the result, how could this be done?
I don't know.
Was this information already in the public portal?
We deliberately, as required by law, set up a public portal where the entire results were actually deposited.
The 2 commissioners whose tenure at the commission ended last week told the Agri Muchalule-led tribunal that the Commissioner Irene Masit agreed with the decision from the National Security Council members who visited the main tallying center at the Bomas, who asked them to modify results to deny President William Ruto victory or force a runoff between the president and the Azimio leader Raila Odinga.
And a discussion arose on how the winning candidates' winning votes could be scattered down to make sure that there is a level number of votes between the winning and the runner.
Gulier added that the meeting came to a premature conclusion after the immediate IEBC chair of Wafula Chebukati failed to buy their ideas.
After the NSAC team left, the CEO came in with the results and gave each one of us a copy. And then a debate took place where our 4 colleagues, Commissioner Irene being one of them, said that we need to moderate the result in line with NSAC demands. And the chairman said we cannot sit here and discuss a version of the will of the people.
The 2 also detailed chaos that preceded announcement of presidential election results, stating that the commissioners Juliana Cherera, Irene Masit, Justus Nyang'aya, and Francis Wanderi refused to join them on the podium, where the results were declared, instead moved to Serena Hotel, where they had a press briefing.
The commissioners didn't land from the moon. Yeah. They were part and parcel of the verification for 6 days. They were involved in the process. They had been announcing constituency results faithfully for 6 days. And therefore, for them to come and say these results are not authentic, I think there's something wrong with that.
The former IEBC chairperson of Wafula Chebukati is expected to testify before the tribunal tomorrow. Shedra Kareria, Lookuptv.
We're going into a short break now. We'll be back with more news shortly.
Looking for an institution to further your studies and wholesome growth in serene environment? Kenya Methodist University is your best choice. Join us for diploma, degree, master's and PhD programs in business and economics, education and social sciences, science and technology, medicine and health science. TVET courses are also available. KEMU is a university of many firsts. The first Kenyan private university to graduate medical doctors, the first Kenyan university to offer online and distance learning mode of study, and now online or blended learning. The first Kenyan university to offer accelerated trimester system of learning, and the first private university to offer TVET courses. Enroll now for January 2023 and May 2023 intakes. Kenya Methodist University. The future is here.
Do you need a dose of hope? If so, you are in the right place. We think of ourselves around here as hope dealers, delivering truth, power, and inspiration to hearts and minds all over the world. If nothing else has worked for you, why not give the God thing a try? For it's in the presence of God that you'll find everything that you need. Amen.
It will be a lifetime experience you do not want to miss. From 30th January to 5th of February, Bishop Dr. Ken and Mercy Ken do invite you to the Prayers Revival meeting at the Revival Sanctuary Church of Glory in Riruta Satellite, Kawangware. Starting from 6 p.m. for 7 days, ministering guests will be Apostle Joseph Wamapendo. And performing live will be music minister Sifael Mwabuka all the way from Tanzania. Come and experience the hand of God at work.
Jumping into the fray for his voice to be counted, Mbeere North Member of Parliament Geoffrey Ruku now says he will petition the National Assembly to carry out an audit of the last moments of the 2022 general elections. Ruku said this speaking during the commissioning of Karema Bridge in Mbeere North.
On the allegations of a plot to abduct and kill former IEBC chair Wafula Chebukati, the first-time legislator has said the matter should be investigated with the seriousness it deserves.
Elections, who were trying to collude on how they can arrest Chebukati, how they can kill Chebukati, because it has been said by the highest office of the Republic of Kenya, and that is the President of Kenya. We want those people arrested with immediate effect. The Parliament of Kenya decided that the 4 commissioners were not fit to hold the office. And if there is anybody, whether in police service or in very senior positions in this country, we must set things right in this country.
The MP has further added that no government official at the time of election, irrespective of whether it was the president, should be spared if he participated in trying to avert the will of the people.
And the other thing is, if there's a man we are supposed to say thank you to as the people of Kenya, is one Chebukati. Na tunaomba rais, tafadhali, Chebukati asiende nyumbani. Chebukati asiritae, patie kiti kubwa, patie kiti ingine kubwa, tufanyie kazi. Juu, he has proved beyond any reasonable doubt he's a man of character. He's a man of integrity. Na tunataka wa Kenya kama huyo katika nchi yetu. Ili tulete maneno yetu sawa sawa. Ama namna gani? Yes, tutengeneze nchi ikae sawa sawa.
He added that the country should put systems in place in a way that voters will exercise their rights in 2027 without worrying that someone might be planning to overturn the will of the people.
Before all the flares and red flags, this is where the day actually began. President Ruto had a breakfast meeting with Jubilee Party members at State House, Nairobi, and this follows a previous meeting just a few days earlier with Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua at the Harambee House Annex.
Very good, Irene. Maito, how are you? Are you well? Very good. Rigi. Yes. Mko salama? Salama. Very good. Okay, very good.
President William Ruto has signed the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission Amendment Bill 2022 into law. The head of state is set to form a 7-member selection panel to recruit the IEBC chairperson and 6 commissioners. The bill was passed by the Senate Thursday and sought to alter the composition of the selection panel that oversees the filling of vacant positions in the commission.
So I think now we have the framework to appoint boundaries review and the next election with all the attendant issues around our electoral processes.
The Director of Public Prosecutions has withdrawn the 1.1 billion shilling graft charges against former National Health Insurance Fund Chief Executive Officer Geoffrey Mwangi. The development comes as corruption cases initiated against various top government officials during former President Uhuru Kenyatta's regime continue to collapse in court.
The Constitution at Article 156, sub-Article 4, 5 and 6, allows the DPP to review charges against anyone and terminate them and even discontinue, because the power to institute, continue and discontinue with charges reposts with the DPP. So there's nothing political. I think that's the point in review and termination of charges. It is a purely legal procedure. The DPP charges on the basis that he has good grounds to charge, and you cannot fault the DPP for commencing charges against someone. But the DPP can also review those charges because the Constitution creates a legal framework for review of charges, be they corruption or ordinary criminal cases. He can review on his own, or he can review on invitation by the accused person. In this particular instance, the accused person was the former NHF CEO, Jeff Mwangi, wrote to the DPP and requested the DPP to review those charges. The DPP re-evaluated the evidence and found that the evidence could not sustain the prosecution and sought to terminate. When he moved the court to terminate the charges, the court asked, should I terminate the charges only against Jeff Mwangi or against the other accused persons as well? So the purpose of today's ruling was to evaluate.
In the day's sport, Diamond Football Club and Swedish School were crowned winners of the Under-18 boys and girls, respectively, at the Standard Chartered Cup 2023, a tournament held in partnership with Diamond FC Club at Roslyn Academy. The Under-15 boys and girls category was won by Ligi Ndogo and Crawford International School, respectively. The 7-a-side tournament consisted various select group of schools and football academies in the country, including Ligi Ndogo, Nairobi International School, the Swedish School, the International School of Kenya, Oshwal Academy, Crawford International School, and Diamond Football Club.